One day, a wicked fox was walking along the jungle. He was lost in his thoughts. Suddenly, he fell into a well. He tried hard for a very long time to climb out, but he could not. The sensible fox waited for a chance. After some time, a goat came to the well to quench her thirst. After seeing the fox inside the well, the naive goat thought that he must have gone there to drink water. She requested the fox, "Mr. Fox, could you please pass me some water to drink?" The fox replied, "Believe me, Madam Goat, I haven't had water so tasty and refreshing like this one. If you want to enjoy it, you need to get down and taste it." The thirsty goat immediately jumped into the well to drink water. In an instant, the fox pounced on the goat's back and leaped out of the well. The foolish goat realized its mistake, but it was too late. She cried out to the fox for help, but the cunning fox replied, "You were foolish enough not to think about how you will come out of the well before jumping in." Without bothering about the goat, the cunning fox headed back to the forest. Look before you leap. Long ago in the forest, there lived a fox. He always enjoyed making fun of other animals. One day, a beautiful crane happened to visit the forest. In a short time, he became very friendly with other animals in the forest. As the fox came to know about it, he got really jealous of the crane. He soon started to work out a plan to trick the crane. Next day, when the crane was alone, the fox slowly approached her and spoke politely. "Hello, friend. I heard about your visit to our forest. I'm glad to invite you for a lunch with me tomorrow." The crane was very pleased with the fox. She accepted the offer. Next day, she went to the fox's house. As they sat down for lunch, the fox served her a delicious soup. The crane's mouth watered, but alas, she could not even taste the soup with her long beak, as it was served in a flat plate. The wicked fox laughed at the poor crane and drank up all the delicious soup. The crane got very angry and decided to teach the fox a lesson. She politely invited the fox to her house. The next day, as the fox sat down for food, the wise crane served the food in a long vessel. The crane happily finished her food. The hungry fox, on the other hand, kept looking at the crane enjoy her delicious food. The fox thus realized that doing wicked things to others will be rewarded the same way. From then on, he decided not to make fun of others. The bitter gets bitten. The resourceful frog. There once lived two frogs near a beautiful pond. They grew up together and were good friends. Once, as they were playing in the field, it started raining. The elder frog told the other, "Friend, the monsoon seems to be very strong. Let's find a shelter." The other frog agreed. Both the frogs headed towards a nearby house for shelter. They entered the kitchen. Confused with the new surrounding, both the frogs started hopping in the kitchen. Suddenly they lost their balance and fell into a large vessel full of milk. The frogs tried hard to get out, but could not. After some time, one of the frogs became very tired, and he gave up the hope of escape. He slowly sank to the bottom and was drowned. Whereas the other frog did not lose heart. He kept on swimming. To his surprise, his motions slowly churned the milk into thick butter. He got delighted and tried even harder. Soon the frog was able to climb out of the vessel and jump to safety. Being optimistic is better than giving up. The donkey and the horse. Once upon a time, there lived a farm owner in a village. He had a donkey and a horse. The horse was always taken good care by the owner. He was given the best food and the care. But the poor donkey did not receive the same treatment. The donkey was very upset about this. He thought, I work so hard, yet I'm not treated well. But on the other hand, the horse doesn't do any work. Still he gets all the attention. As months passed, a war broke out and the owner rode away on his horse to fight the war. After many days, the farm owner and the horse returned to the farm. The horse was wounded very badly. Seeing the wounded horse, the donkey felt very sorry. He realized how he has misjudged the horse and his treatment. He went up to the horse and said, Friend, I'm very sorry. For all these days, I was jealous of you being treated very well. But now I realize why. From that day, the donkey became very friendly to the horse. He became very happy and never ever grumbled again about his treatment. Be content with what you have. The Foolish Raven. There once lived a raven near a pond. There also lived a swan on a nearby tree. The swan used to spend most of his time swimming in the beautiful pond. The raven was always sad about his color. He used to feel jealous of the swan's beauty. One day, as he was admiring the beauty of the swan, he thought, I wish I were as beautiful as the swan. The raven wondered how the swan could be so beautiful and so white. He thought, it's because he's always in water and bathing all the time. The raven then decided to bathe as many times as possible. He believed that by doing so, he would become as white and beautiful as the swan. With great hope, the raven began his exercise to become beautiful. The swan and other birds became curious about what the raven was up to. Even after several baths, the raven's appearance did not change a bit. Yet, he was not ready to give up. The raven bathed so many times a day. Finally, one day, he fell very ill. The raven found it very difficult to recover from his illness. At last, he realized his mistake. I have to give up this vain attempt. I must learn to be happy being what I am, he said to himself. From then on, the raven was always a happy bird. Be happy for what you are.